everyone. So I started Bamber Consulting just to bridge the gap for small businesses and nonprofits because I know that marketing is difficult for small businesses. When you're working in the business and not on the business, you have good intentions for marketing and it just kind of falls by the wayside. So the muffins that changed everything is how I'm going to start. I do not cook. I do not bake. My husband does all of that. He's very good at it. And but every year he works at Whirlpool, and every year one of his coworkers brings in a 5-pound box of blueberries for us because he owns a blueberry farm, or his family does. And I could not let those blueberries go to waste. You know, we freeze most of them, but I decided to make blueberry muffins. And since I don't cook or bake, you know, I was following the recipe to a T, and he's sitting there chatting with me, watching me do it, and I look up at him and I say, "What did I forget?" And he goes, without even looking up, he says, "The blueberries." So I hand placed those blueberries in each muffin just to get them in there, instead of, you know, like, because they were already in the little paper cups. You can't scrape that out. So the reason I tell you this story is because, you know, my company brings in that little piece of flavor and that little bit of extra that you need to move your company forward in marketing. So who's behind the apron or not? I'm Jessica Bamber, and I have worked in long-term care my entire life in marketing and business development. And so when I was laid off in November, I had a friend that said, she's a mentor too, and said, "You just need to do something. You need to do what you know how to do," because I was having a really hard time finding a job. So I started Bamber Consulting in January. So over 20 years of experience in marketing and business development. I am a yoga teacher as well, which was fun because last time I presented, Ross presented after me, and she's a yoga teacher as well. So that's kind of cool that time. And I also am an animal lover, so I sit on a board called for Resale to Rescue, as well as another board, but that board's very important to me. So the services that I try to make a difference with are social media content management, newsletter creation and management, and then general marketing support. So if you need anything else like a flyer or a rec card or a banner, I can help put all that together. The vendor booth management was just an idea I had because I have stood behind many vendor booths and promoted companies, and thought if, you know, a company wanted to go to a trade show or a vendor show and they wanted to have a booth as well, then I could stand behind that booth and they could still go out and network and market their company. And my focus is small businesses, medium-sized businesses, and nonprofits. So I love the nonprofit space, and those were my first 2 clients. That is another story. If you were here last time, Melena Mayer, she started Aging Connections with Mishawaka. I went to her and said, "I think I'm going to start a business." And we've been friends for years, and she said, "What are you going to do?" And I told her, and she immediately perked up and said, "I could use you, and I will pay you X amount of dollars." And I needed a client, right? Because I couldn't go to other people without a portfolio, and I needed money. So I took her up on it. So she was my first client. So growing a business isn't easy. I think this is where my need is or was. I was having a hard time, and I'm saying was because I have some great updates. I was going to meetings like this. I was networking. I was following up. I was having, you know, many introductions to other people, and things just weren't sticking. And I respond to inquiries quickly because that is the nature of healthcare. Like, you had to respond within, you know, an hour. So I was really good at all of that, but the hardest part was making it stick and making people call me back and landing the client, basically. But that has all changed. So ACOM was my first nonprofit. The Family Connection of St. Joe County was a second. She also is a friend of mine, and when I launched my business, she emailed me via my website and said, "I see you, I see what you're doing," and I thought that was really sweet. So I started working for them. And then I've gotten a couple other clients through my healthcare connections, and then here. So IP Solutions is a client of mine. And I've made some great relationships. I've had some great conversations in this room. I think it's very important to keep coming back to 1 Million Cups and networking. And I think some down the line will come to fruition too. It's just people have to think about, where they want to be in their marketing efforts. So I have 5 or 6 clients now. Okay. And I also, I also started a full-time job. So I did land a job finally at Downtown South Bend Inc., so DTSB. So we do First Fridays. Come to Art Beat on Saturday. It's our biggest event. About 20,000 people will attend, if not more, hopefully. So I call us the fun makers, but we really try and bring business to downtown and promote those small businesses downtown. So we bring events to the city. So I still, introduce me, invite me, follow me on social media. That's my ask of the community. Oh, and time. I would like some more time. I don't know if anyone has, the pill or the invention or the time spinner for that, but with a full-time job, and then, I think everyone that's a small business owner knows that if you have a full-time job as well, it's really difficult. So I am really learning how to prioritize my time. So I welcome it all because, in marketing, small actions lead to big connections. Obviously, through 1 Million Cups. So, and one of my mottos is that I don't just check boxes. I really try and partner with you and listen to your goals and be part of your team and really, try and grow your business as much as you want to.
So go back to the ask. So let's ask. So did I miss a slide that said the services that you offer? Because I just stepped out because I have your cup right here. Oh, okay. So, well, this is good to know. Okay, so what does this kind of look like? Okay, so
I would say this probably not so much now, but
that not so much.
Yeah.
All right, so let's put it into like real life situations. Okay, I need some help with my newsletter. It's hard to get it out every month.
Yeah.
So, like, could I hire you to do my newsletter?
Absolutely. That's one of the things I do for our Aging Connections.
So as an entrepreneur, I feel like only I know what needs to go in my newsletter. So how does that roll out?
So we work together, but she sends me things that she thinks should be in the newsletter. There are some, it's just like social media, there are some constant things that you want in your newsletter every time. So I know that those are going to be in there. Maybe not in the same spot. Sometimes I move them around. But, she'll send me things that she thinks should be in it, or I will say to her, hey, maybe we should
do this.
Yeah, maybe the posts that we put on Facebook should go in your newsletter again to reiterate, or, we'll send her members like a reminder to post their events on her calendar, things like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it goes out the beginning of every month, or whenever. I mean, it could go out the middle of the month.
So under social media content management, so do people buy packages from you? Like so many, I don't know, like I've talked to other social media folks and they're like, I'll do 20 posts for X amount of money, or like, is it like that? Is that how it works? Or
yeah,
no?
So can I use you as an example?
I was gonna, yeah.
Unless you want to say.
Well, I can, yeah. I mean, so we were looking for a social media person, and I have been for a while, and we ran into each other here, your last presentation, what was it, 5 months ago, 6 months ago? And she provided all of the 3 services, mainly newsletter and social media, in the form of a package.
Oh.
And 3 posts a week is what we're doing. I'm not doing a newsletter yet, but that's just because I wanted to ramp in and quite honestly see how she's doing, and see if there's a synergy between me, the product, the services, and so forth. And I'll just kind of go a little further on that as far as to your point, how does one create a newsletter? I mean, you help guide her as to what you want to see perhaps, but honestly, she uses a lot of direction, and hopefully you've done this well, and that is from your website. And to say that she has hit it on all 8 cylinders. I was just chatting with her when I walked in. Is beyond. It does not have a small town feel. I say that it has a more of an enterprise, national. Edges are smooth. It comes across highly professional. And I don't know how she does it. I mean, I look at these things. I'm like, where do you get this stuff? It's just. I think when you have a skill, when you have that talent, it's there. You're not faking it. And you can help guide her all you want on content. I mean,
Right.
she's not a magician. So I haven't gone to the newsletter yet, but outstanding job, and that's what I would tell you.
That's a
It's
great
It's
testimonial.
a package-driven solution. Yep.
Thanks, Jim.
So what do you need help with?
Time.
No, we can't give you that. I don't have I was watching a futuristic movie the other day. Everybody gets a certain amount of time and they're able to transfer their time to another person.
Working all the time.
So, I mean, do you need us to refer you to places to do presentations like the Rotary, the Women's Entrepreneur Summit, places like that? What do you need? We're here to help you.
Yeah.
So you have to tell us what, otherwise we're going to all leave and we're not going to refer anybody to you because we don't know how to help you.
No, it's the introductions, I think, and because one begets the next, right?
Mm-hmm.
So by Drew, Drew will tell the next person, she's done this great thing for us. Maybe you should talk to her. I think that speaks volumes to me and hits me a little bit in the feels when I know someone trusts me enough to refer me to a friend or a partner or another business person. I'm really just out here to help people. So
That's great.
that's my ask.
All right.
Well, I think the time thing is exactly what you're buying. Because I'm buying the time.
Yeah, you're buying the time.
I could
Yeah.
do this. I don't say I could do it near as well, but yeah, anybody can throw up social media post stuff. Great. But to have the consistency and the quality, I don't have the time for that.
Right.
You're buying her time.
Sure.
Ironically, what she's looking for.
And that's what Elena will tell you too. Like she's not,
Oh, yeah.
poring over that newsletter, and she's not thinking about all the social media posts, and she loves that she gets on in the morning and it's right there.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, is there anything we can help you with as a community aside from that?
Thanks for letting me
All
speak.
right,
I'll
thank
speak
you.
anywhere too. I have a degree in public speaking, so I'll do that.
I'll add one thing. This is kind of you don't do booth management anymore,
That's like really time
so if
consuming.
anybody needs a booth, I've got 2 10-foot sections. They come together as a 20-foot section. It's practically brand new. I'm willing to part ways with it. It's a professional booth setup. I don't do trade shows anymore. I haven't done them for a decade or two. So if you know anybody's looking for one or in this room, I'm willing to make a good deal, get it out of the office.
Out of your storage, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you.